everybody, how we doing? And welcome back to another episode of the Pwamps Show. We are diving in to some entertainment. Well, what do we have to get started? I have to start with this. As you all know by now, I am a big sports fan. So this bit of news is a little bit of a hybrid bit of news. We got to start with Sister Jean. She was the chaplain for the Loyola Chicago basketball team. She has passed away today at the age of 106 years old. This all goes back to the 2018 Final Four run of Loyola Chicago. They were an 11 seed in March Madness, made it all the way to the Final Four with Sister Jean at their side. She was their chaplain. She would do prayers with the guys before they went out on the court. She was always at the games, whether she was in her scarf or not. Sister Jean was in attendance, and she became a global phenomenon that year in March Madness, but for March Madness, every other tournament after that Loyola was in, whether when Loyola was on TV, you were seeing Sister Jean. She passed away today at the age of 106. We will miss her, especially during tourney time. Now, another bit of little scary news. There was a quick update on Dolly Parton that came out. It was, please pray for my sister Dolly Parton. Dolly's sister put this out. And a lot of people were thinking, oh my, no, well, we can't lose Dolly Parton. Can't lose Dolly. And out of nowhere, Dolly posts a video. She's kind of sitting on set just like this. And she says, I'm all good, folks. Don't you worry. I'm back doing a little commercial. And everyone's thinking, okay, Dolly's all good. Is she really, though? We hope so. We hope Dolly is doing great, but you just never know. You never know. Dolly, I hope you're doing absolutely well. But hey, conspiracies exist nowadays very heavily, so we hope Dolly is doing great. We're going to wait and see how this all plays out. She looks great. We'll see how it goes. In other news, let's get to some entertainment now. After all of that, after a little bit of heartbreak, and then back with some happiness that Dolly's okay, let's dive to Wicked. Wicked for Good. Wicked Part 2, as some people would like to say. It's the biggest movie of the year. It's probably going to come down to that or Avatar. It's going to be a tight race. But tickets for Wicked just went on sale. Everyone is back. Cynthia Erivo is back as Elphaba. Ariana Grande is back as Glinda. You have Jeff Goldblum back as the Wizard. Michelle Yeoh is back as Madame Morrible. You have Jonathan Bailey. He is back as Figaro. It is everyone's big party for the year. Wicked Part 2. Tickets are already selling, whether it's at the box office, whether it's on your phone, because, hey, you can get tickets on your phone nowadays. Reserve your seat ahead of time, and that is what people are doing. Wicked for Good comes to theaters November 21st. How about this? So now we go from fantasy with witches and wizards over to superheroes. Peacemaker, the finale of Peacemaker, Season 2, Episode 8, dropped just last night. The finale of the Peacemaker series, the finale of the show as of right now. James Gunn hasn't given us any indication that we're going to see another season of Peacemaker. We really hope we do. John Cena portrays Peacemaker. He debuted that character in the Suicide Squad a couple years ago. Then you've got Danielle Brooks. You've got Jennifer Holland. A great cast of characters. Frank Grillo also in there. It's a great little superhero show. I'm sure a lot of you saw Superman this summer. This is the next part, and they kind of intertwine a little bit. Superman, Peacemaker, it's all becoming this big DC universe that James Gunn is the only one who has up here in his big mind. So, that's what we've got going on. You've got Wicked, November 21st. You've got Peacemaker just last night finishing up. You've got Sister Jean, unfortunately passing away. You've got Dolly Parton doing pretty dang well from what it looks like. That's our entertainment news. Today is Friday, October 10th. Tron Ares is now playing. Coming soon, we've got The Black Phone 2. And I do want to say one other thing. I recently saw a couple movies. I also saw Eleanor the Great. That was the directorial debut of Scarlett Johansson. It was a nice little movie. June Squibb in a leading role. Her first leading role was a movie called Thelma, which came out just a couple years ago. She's back in Eleanor the Great. If you can see this movie, I would say check it out. It's a nice little heartwarming story that I think most people would enjoy. So if it's in your theater, go check it out. That is our little news update. Let's dive in to what is now playing in a theater near you. Oh, thanks, Dennis. All right, everybody. Dennis. Oh, my. Just got up. He filled my popcorn. I didn't have it earlier. And he just got it for me. So thank you again, Dennis. Yeah, no problem. So, we're diving back into the grid. Folks, 1982. That was when the original Tron hit theaters. It is now 2025. We are back with Tron Ares, starring Jared Leto, Jeff Bridges, and Evan Peters. Now, I'm going to say, if there is a preferred way to see this movie, I've got to give you this little bit of info. I know there are so many formats. You can see it in Dolby Cinema. You can see movies in IMAX. You can see movies in 3D. You can see them in standard. You can see them in D-Box. You can see them in 40X. You can see movies in so many different ways nowadays. It's always a tough decision. Well, here's what I'm going to say about Tron Ares. I don't care what format you see it in. You have to see this movie in 3D. The scenes where you're in the grid, you see the lighting of Tron, the world of Tron come to life, it is meant for 3D. Disney, they did a great job bringing this 3D landscape to life that we get to experience in Tron. Now, Jared Leto plays Ares. He's a new super soldier type person created by Evan Peters. And we get this vivid world of characters and of Ares making his way through this world and changing during this movie. Jeff Bridges, he makes a great little appearance in this film, communicating with Ares as Ares continues to evolve and change. I don't want to go too much into it. I want you to see this movie for yourself. But Tron Ares, it's in theaters now. It's going to be there for a little while. Rotten Tomatoes only has it sitting at about 55, 56% right now. But I advise you to go see Tron Ares. If you're a fan of that retro kind of vibe, retro feel, like I said, Tron came out in 1982. Go see this movie, even if it's just to see it in 3D. If you are a 3D connoisseur, I implore you to go see Tron Ares. It's action-packed, it's fun, it moves quickly, it's fast-paced, and it has an intriguing little story that I think a lot of people will like. It's kind of similar in a way to Ready Player One. If you were a fan of Ready Player One, you will be a fan of Tron Ares. It's playing in theaters right now. It's one that you want to see. Go check it out. Also now playing is a movie called Roofman with Channing Tatum. That dropped this Friday. There's a lot of movies, folks, coming out, especially in the month of October, and the rest of the year, we've got a great lineup of movies that are now playing. What do we have next? Let's go take a look at what is coming soon to a theater near you. The Black Phone 2. It hits theaters Friday, October 17th, which is next week. And let's take a quick stroll down memory lane. In 2021, The Black Phone came to our screens. We were teased for months with little trailers. We saw posters everywhere of The Grabber. Now, The Grabber. Who is The Grabber? He's back in Chapter 2, and that seems kind of weird. If you have not seen The Black Phone 1, I implore you to go see The Black Phone, the original. Go back and watch it on a streaming service, a DVD, heck, a VHS. I want you to go watch this movie. Now, it is a kidnapping movie. It is a kidnapping movie. The Grabber he does go out there and he kidnaps some people. This is a very, very dark, but ultimately in the end, we see some triumph from the hero. Mason Thames, he's a great little kid. He plays Finney. He is back in the second one as well. And I tell you what, go watch the original Black Phone. It's a movie that will leave you on the edge of your seat. From the moment I saw the poster to Black Phone 1, I knew I wanted to see it. And guess what? It turned out being one of my favorite horror movies in the past decade. I was blown away. It was based on a short story by Stephen King. Now we have this full version of it in the Black Phone 1. It's a great cast. You've got great characters. You've got great little lines. Your arm is mint. You almost had me. I mean, so many little things in this movie that are excellent. And now we get to the Black Phone 2. Finney is back. Finney's sister is back. The Grabber is back, but this time in more of a Freddy Krueger type vibe is what we're seeing from the trailers. Finney's off at a camp. He's not with his sister Gwen. Now we are here, and we're going to find out what is going on. The Grabber is tormenting them in their minds, in their dreams. This is going to get intense, folks. I tell you what, be ready. The Black Phone 2, Friday, October 17th. I will be one of the first ones to see it because I cannot wait. I've got ants in my pants to see Black Phone 2, and guess what? I will be answering the phone. Black Phone 2. It's going to be good. It's going to be scary, and this is one of Ethan Hawke's best roles he's done in his career. The transformation, the way he brings the Grabber to life, he is menacing, he is terrifying, and he is full of grit in this movie. I can't wait to see it. Let's do it. Black Phone 2. And now, let's go back down memory lane and talk about An American Werewolf in London. Beware the moon, lads. August 21st, 1981. That was the day that An American Werewolf in London hit theaters around the world. This was a great, great movie, directed by John Landis, starring Griffin Dunne, David Naughton, and a nice little cast of characters that you really get invested in. Now, the title, as I said last week, it's kind of self-explanatory. You think about it. An American Werewolf in London. Let's break it down for a second. The first thing I have to point out, John Landis was the director of this movie. It came out in 1981, and this was a werewolf movie. This was a werewolf movie full of makeup, full of effects, and a nice little transformation scene. You probably think, you know what looks similar to An American Werewolf in London? How about 1983's music video, Thriller? John Landis was the director of the music video starring Michael Jackson. Obviously, Michael Jackson, he's at the movie with his girlfriend. They're watching this big old werewolf attack. Michael leaves, and we get the infamous Thriller music video. I'm sure Michael Jackson was probably a pretty big fan of An American Werewolf in London, or at least the transformation into the werewolf, and that is where he got the inspiration for that Thriller music video. And then, of course, we get the legendary voice of Vincent Price. Darkness falls across the land, the midnight hour. You know how it goes. I don't need to say the rest of the monologue. You know how it goes. But that was Thriller, and that was John Landis. So now let's jump back to August 21st, 1981. An American Werewolf in London. How does this movie start? We've got two buddies, Jack and David. They're in the English countryside. They're going through on this little trip, and all of a sudden, they stumble upon a restaurant called the Slaughtered Lamb. They go in. It's a wild group and variety of cast of characters who are inside. They're immediately taken back when they see Jack and David enter the restaurant. There's a 5-pointed star on the wall, which is a sign of witchcraft. Jack and David immediately point. They go, hey, what's that star on the wall for? Is what Jack says. David wouldn't say it. He makes Jack say it. All of a sudden, a dart player, he misses the dartboard. He turns and says, "You made me miss. I have never missed that board before." Jack and David then leave the restaurant. They're scared to death. They're like, hey, these people are freaks. They're weirdos. Let's get out of here. They go out into the storm, into the wilderness of the countryside, after just being told, stay on the road, keep clear to the moors, go, and may God be with you. They get to the countryside. What do you know? Jack and David, lost in conversation, they steer off the road. It's a full moon. This is not good for our little duo here. Next thing you know, there is a attack. A werewolf attacks David. He attacks Jack and David. Jack's on the ground. He's getting eaten alive. David runs away, decides he's got to go back and help his friend Jack. It's too late. Jack is gone. The werewolf then attacks David, but David is saved by a group of hunters who are on the countryside. The werewolf is shot. We see David laying on the ground, but we also see, no, not a werewolf anymore. We see a man. As you could probably tell, folks, this has kind of turned into more of story time with Pwamps. I love to give stories of how these movies play out, how they go. So it's a man. It's not a werewolf anymore. David wakes up. He's with Dr. Hirsch. He's with his nurse Alice, who's been taking care of him. He's got scars. He then tells the story. He says, I'm a werewolf. He goes, I was attacked. It wasn't a man. It was a werewolf. They have a tough time believing this. They bring in the detectives. The detectives question David. Alex questions David. He says it was a werewolf. He also has these very vivid dreams where he's running through the woods. He's stalking deer. You're seeing a lot of different things from David's perspective, proving and telling you that David is not insane. He is, and he was a werewolf that attacked him. As David's in the hospital, we get a great scene here between Griffin Dunn and David Naughton. It is Jack. Jack is back, but he's not the same. He's kind of ripped up. This is David seeing Jack, hallucinating that Jack is in the room, and he's kind of all scratched up. He's got a neck that's kind of not looking so great. Jack is in rough shape. Jack comes in his funny way. He says, "Can I have a piece of toast?" David says, "Get out of here, Jack." He doesn't want to see Jack. Jack goes on to say, "Thanks a lot." He then tells David that we were attacked by a werewolf. We were attacked on the moors. I was murdered. An unusual death. The wolf's bloodline must be severed. It's you, David. David goes, "What?" He goes, "Please believe me. You have to end your life. The wolf's bloodline must be severed." He's telling David he's got to end it. The wolf can't harm anybody else. That is how the curse ends, is if the werewolf, the person who is the werewolf, their life comes to an end. David rejects this. He calls for Alex. Alex comes into the room. Jack disappears. Next thing you know, Alex has gotten David out of the hospital. David's free to go. He's staying with Alex now. They're kind of falling in love, liking each other. They connect. They're having a good time. We see a cat react in an unusual way to David that really it's off-putting to him. He doesn't know why it is. Then we have some other things, some troubling things that take place. We see a man in a subway train in London. He's on the tube, and next thing you know, he's attacked. A werewolf stalks him through the train station. We're finding out more and more, folks. This is David. David's having some issues. He then comes to the conclusion he's got to fight this. We have another full moon, and we get the infamous transformation scene. The makeup that went into this scene, the effects that went into this scene. It's a tough scene. It's a great scene. You see David transforming into this werewolf. It's tough to see. An American Werewolf in London. Dr. Hirsch, he's starting to believe David. Alex tells Dr. Hirsch she's got some worries, some concerns. She thinks he is a werewolf. And we get to our conclusion. David's out there again. Nobody knows where he is. He goes to a theater, has another conversation with Jack. Jack is not looking good. Jack's come to the apartment saying, again, "David, you've got to do this." Now we're back in the movie theater. Jack is looking like a zombie, folks. He is a skeleton, okay? He's looking not good at all. He tells David, "Hey, the other people in this theater, these are people that you as the werewolf have killed." David says, "I can't take this anymore. I've got to get out of here." He then transforms in the theater. Again, he can't fight it. He hurts some people in the theater. Things are going from bad to worse. Theater's blocked off. Cages are up. We get to our final moment. David is in the alley. All the cops come. Alex tries to talk to David to please get out of this. Just leave the werewolf behind. Come back to us. No. The police end David's life. That's how An American Werewolf in London ends. David is gone. Alex is heartbroken. The townsfolk, the people out in the countryside, they knew it was coming. They tried to warn David. They wanted to warn David, but all for naught. David is gone, and guess what? David's life was taken by the cops, taken by the police. What does that tell us? Was the bloodline severed? That's for you to decide. An American Werewolf in London, 1981, folks, directed by John Landis. It's a good one. If you have not seen it, if you didn't watch it this week, go check it out. You know what? It's spooky season. It's American Werewolf in London. Go watch it. It was a fun one. It's one of my horror favorites that I did not expect to like as much as I did. Go watch An American Werewolf in London. All right, everybody, we are back with the retro wheel. Last week, we took a spin at the wheel. It landed on the 80s. We watched An American Werewolf in London from 1981, directed by John Landis. We're ready to spin the wheel again. Now, a friendly reminder, the entire month of October, we're watching horror movies. We're watching scary movies. We want you to have a chill that goes all the way up your spine. We want you to be on the edge of your seat. We want you to be holding that blanket in front of your eyes, folks. It's spooky season. Why not? Get that candy ready. Get the ice cream, whatever it is that you watch your horror movies with. Let's see what we land on the wheel. Trick or treat, folks. Let's do it. Wheel's on its way. What do we have here? Spinning, spinning, spinning. We have got the Golden Age. Okay. And since they're in order, the Golden Age is actually my first envelope. So, let's take a look, why don't we? Oh, yeah. Folks, we're doing it. We are watching the classic Universal monster movie from 1935. It is The Bride of Frankenstein. Boris Karloff back as the monster. Elsa Lanchester debuting and capturing every moment she is on screen as the Bride of Frankenstein. Folks, I am so ready to watch this movie again. I love the Universal classic monster movies. They're so good. And I think The Bride of Frankenstein is probably my favorite. I know there are others like Frankenstein, Invisible Man, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Phantom of the Opera. There are so many good ones. The Wolfman. Speaking of werewolves, we got The Wolfman. There's so many good ones. I love The Bride of Frankenstein. I hope you join me in watching it this week. Hey, if you like what you saw on the channel, why don't you leave a big old little click on subscribe, huh? Why don't you leave a like? Maybe a comment. Let me know what you think about The Bride of Frankenstein. Let me know what you think about Wicked for Good. Let me know what you think about, how about Dolly Parton? Is she doing well? Is she not doing well? We hope she's doing well. Let me know your favorite Sister Jean moment. It's been fun. Let me know what you think about Tron Ares or The Black Phone. Part 2. Are you ready for it? Because I darn well am. Folks, it's been fun. Have a good week. We will see you on Monday back here on the Pwamps Show for some sports. It'll be fun.